Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another Elongate live stream. Today we're doing one on Friday because our schedule's been flip-flopped this week, so thanks for tuning in. This is our YouTube live update, and this week it is with the product team. I've got Brian on board. Brian, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Doing good. Um, Things are really pumping up from product team. Can't wait to share the news that we're going to be releasing very soon. So yeah, glad to be
You
on
have
board.
been incredibly busy. Can you give us just a few things you've been working on? Because I know you haven't slept.
Yeah, for sure. Um, uh, Quite a few things, but in terms of what I'm really focusing on at the moment is our Indian merch that's going to come up very, very soon. It is going to be only available for our Indian customers at the moment. Um, we're trying to work out the really best price for people to really afford the merchandise. It's made in India, and it's made by our Indian ambassadors with a couple of tweaks. It looks really, I believe it looks quite cool. Hope you guys will like it once we release it. We only have a few shirts to showcase, but it is all in honor for our Indian Independence Day coming up on the 15th. So our website should be live a couple of days with that merch. So yeah, that's our merch update. Can't wait to release that. Another thing is we're working on a social impact page for the website, just detailing all the achievements that we've done from the very beginning of Elongate. How are we helping the communities out there, not just online, but on in person, those kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And I believe that we really need to showcase that, not just saying it, just few words. Um, we we need to really be out there to people. So yeah,
So that's the new social impact landing page you said?
yes, it is.
Very cool.
And with this landing page, that's where we're going to be hosting our community vote system that's coming up very soon. So yeah, the team are working really hard with me, not sleeping at all. I'm very happy to have them standing with all of us elongators, the guys who are working in the back end. I'm really glad to find these guys. Yeah, especially with you, the audience as well. I'm really happy that you guys are here, believing in the project, supporting us, and it's really driving us, giving us that energy. I don't know if you watched. I'm getting a bit more geeky here. I don't know if you watched Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of like Goku with this spirit ball. So that's how we're feeling.
You're
That
charging
makes
up. You're charging up.
Yes, we're
Okay.
charging up. Even though we're feeling weak, it doesn't matter because we know the goal is huge. So yeah, we're working with uh, on those areas, and yeah, improving the UX side of the website as well, so people can really understand how to buy elongates properly.
Hmm.
Where's the instruction page? We're fixing the menu buttons of the homepage because it's not very interactive. You can't even see our token tracker. It's all down in the footer. So we're trying to fix that so it's easily accessible for you guys to use. So many more in the back end. And apart from that, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have some questions about the game itself, right? So we're still working on that. It's not we're adding purpose to the game, not just being enjoyable, but more functional as well. So yeah, it's going to be like a good utility for a token.
Amazing. We have some miscellaneous questions trickling in here. This one
Mhm.
says, "Can you explain why Twitter account verification is taking so long?" So the question is, can I explain it? Yes and no. So it is fully submitted. and we are just waiting for it to go through. It's one of those things where you submit and it just goes into a black box. And Twitter is very funny about verifying some people that you think would never get verified, and then people who obviously need to get verified. It just doesn't happen. So we definitely want to get verified, because then that'll help us provide some security to our users. When they see like the fake accounts come up, they'll know which one is the real one. So it's just something that takes time, and we're just crossing our fingers for that. The Wikipedia article will help. The Wikipedia article got held up because we had about 4 or 5 different people who tried to submit a Wikipedia article about Elongate that were very badly written. So the topic got automatically flagged as spam. So now we are in the queue to get it approved. And again, that's another thing where you just put it in a queue and you hope that these people working on it just make it happen soon. We got a question here. Will we have a charity pretty soon? I miss them so much. What time frame are you looking at? That is a great question. We are having one on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we're doing a charity party with Action Against Hunger, who we've donated to before, and we're going to be catching up with their team and hearing about the impact that we have already had with our contributions, and finding out what else they are working on. So we're excited about that. So tune in Wednesday for that. Let's see other questions here.
Oh, I see a question, something about when is the song to be released. We want to release the song on one of our big releases in the product side, so it's a lot more purposeful on when to inject it. So it drives a bit more hype to it. So it will be coming up soon, hopefully with the community vote and instructional kind of video. It will come tying together. So yeah.
I have an interesting question here. So somebody who looks like they are new, they say, are you sure the team will not dump coins on the investors? So that's definitely an astute question to ask, because we've seen that happen with other projects. But no, that's never going to happen here. We have several security things in place. Number one, there is multiple liquidity locks. Number two, there's a CertiK audit in place. You can check that out. That shows a lot of assurances and how we're set up. And number three, there's no wallet on the exchange that actually holds more than 1% of the total supply. So there's no tokens held in any single wallet they can just dump and tank the price. So good question on that. Can you talk about the TV segment? Did you meet Bruce Willis? I did not meet Bruce Willis. I did meet some cool people. The TV segment was basically me showing up to support Michael, the CEO of EB Research. And we got interviewed, and they talked about the amazing work that EB Research is doing and how incredible it is that we are supporting them with a really innovative crypto model that makes earning and giving go hand in hand. So it's really cool, and it's going to air. I believe that's going to air in November. No, October. I think it's going to air in October.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on, Brian? Are you hiring? You're hiring
yes.
a couple positions, aren't you?
Yes, I'm looking for 2 roles. One is a product designer and one is a product manager. So what basically that is people who can design application, websites, or games. If you have UX, UI type of skills, that would be awesome to have. It's very different from graphic design. I'm looking for people that has this analytical thinking, solving a problem and putting it into a design. It's not going to be very artsy. It's art is more of a feeling. Design is more of a purpose. So I'm looking for these type of people. And in terms of product managers, if you have experience in same thing, working with UX, UI designers, building an application, how to manage the projects, those kind of stuff, please do check our website. We have a jobs page down on the footer, and please feel free to apply. We're keeping an eye out for these talents, as we have these big goals that we want to accomplish, and we need more fellow elongators that can help us in the back end to make that a reality.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Got a couple questions rolling in here. I see this one from Nicholas, but I saw a couple similar ones from Jeremy and some other people. When can we expect a new exchange listing? Are they lined up? Are you just waiting for the right time? So yeah, let's talk about exchange listing strategy. So you're kind of right on the money that there are several conversations that we have lined up, and we have like the I's dotted and T's crossed in terms of making sure that we're on the same page, and there's contracts in place that protect both parties and that kind of thing. But we want to be really careful about timing, right? We have already seen how much volume we can drive just on the platforms we're on now, right? We saw our massive parabolic spike when we were only on PancakeSwap, right? We weren't on any other platforms. So we already know that being on additional exchanges is not the barrier to having more volume. We've already seen that, right? That's been proven to us. So the barrier is just a combination of market sentiment and an investor perspective. So when we had that massive parabolic rise in volume and price, there was an explosion in not just crypto, but in BSC coins specifically, where everything was rising, right? It's like a tide, and the boat rises with the tide and falls with the tide. So we've already seen the incredible volume that can be achieved only on our exchange. So I think it would be fallacious, and this is what we've been told on the consulting side and from several experts, is that it would be fallacious to chase new exchanges as a way to try to discover volume. Whereas what you need to do is create volume on the exchanges you are already on, and then when lightning strikes, then you do the 1-2 punch to launch the exchanges when that volume increases, so that you are fueling the fire, not chasing smoke. If that kind of makes sense. Brian, any thoughts on that?
Nothing much. You pretty much said it all. I don't even know how to expand on it. It's quite informative from my end. But yeah,
Right.
I'm just reading. Did you get a haircut?
I did get a haircut. Yeah, I did get a haircut. I got it for the TV show. Look, I love growing my hair out, and in high school, I had my hair past my shoulders. Believe it or not, it looked bad. It looked really bad. I was a little emo kid, but I got my hair cut to be professional for the show. I'll probably grow it out again. But then, okay, so to back on the subject, there's a couple people asking interesting questions. For moms and dads who are clueless, this is a barrier. True. What are we doing to actually drive the volume on PancakeSwap? Good question. So the number one thing we're doing is our tech team is developing ways to natively purchase BNB on our website and then swap it for Elongate on our website. So it'd be a two-step process, only 2 steps, and it would be all native to our site. So you'd be able to put in a credit card and purchase BNB, and then you'd be able to swap that BNB for Elongate all on our site in an easy workflow. That's something that they're really optimistic about rolling out pretty soon. It's a big priority for them. So not going to put any dates around that, but they're very excited about that. And that's going to be a game changer. That ability to drive volume on our existing platforms and make it super simple to purchase on our native site is going to be awesome. So that's going to be big. We're also doing a bit of a marketing shakeup. So we are talking to crypto marketing professionals about bringing them on board. So we'll have more info about that soon.
Yeah, I really can't wait for that, where you can purchase BNB with fiat money straight away. It's really going to help a lot of people who are very new to crypto, but would like to invest straight away to crypto. And it's an easy process and sell to them.
Yep. Some other random announcements I can think of are number one, burns are getting moved to Mondays. So we've already seen that burns are really exciting for our community. It's one of the biggest engagements we get, and everybody loves to see the burn, right? We've been doing them on the weekend, and people tend to tune out of social media for the weekend. So we're moving them to Mondays, where we think we're going to get an even better audience and leverage those burns to kind of celebrate and push outside of our community a little bit, right, as a marketing tool. So burns will be on Mondays from now on. Don't forget about that. Number two, we are going to the Dubai conference, the crypto conference in Dubai in October, and we're super excited about that. On the agenda, I saw somebody asking what's on the agenda for the conference. We're not just attending, we're actually sponsoring the event. We have a booth that's going to be decked out with all of our stuff, and we're going to have a little bit of speaking time as well. So we're super excited about that. We think it's an audience and a demo that is going to be really, really beneficial for us. So Brian, you're gonna send us out there with some swag.
Oh yeah, of course, for sure. And hopefully this other new thing that I'm working on, we get it on time. Hopefully people will love it.
Yes, I'm excited for that project.
Yeah. I'm trying to really get the ball rolling with this. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, any other updates from your side? And we'll wait for some other questions to come in here.
Nothing much really. It's just more UX UI designers and product manager. I just want to keep emphasizing this because it's really needed right now for my team. And yeah, apart from that, just stay tuned with all of these updates. And next time I come up here online with you guys, I'm going to bring up some of my teammates. You can have normal chat with them, ask anything that you want to ask them, like how you're asking us regarding Elongate, maybe personal. It's up to you. We want to be more in touch with our audiences. Another thing that I want to mention as well, a lot of us here in Elongate, we're planning to be more on our Telegram chat, just have a chill out, hang around with our audiences, just maybe not having like a proper AMA, but more like, what are you doing in your right now? Just chilling. Maybe you could be eating. I could be having a beer or something. So yeah.
Yep. I put the link to the schedule on the bottom of the page because I see a lot of people asking, what time are the burns going to be? When is the charity party going to be? So check out the schedule. It should all be there. I see interesting question here from Nicholas. I know EG was created based off a tweet, but we need to give more deeper meaning to the phrase elongate. So I actually touched on that a little bit in my TV interview a couple days ago when I talked about how our community is really demonstrating what it means to stretch its boundaries and reach out and use financial resources for mutual benefit, because with crypto, money doesn't have to be a zero-sum game. So that idea of stretching your boundaries and reaching out to people who need it, that is what Elongate is all about. So you're totally on the money that, yes, we have the meme name and it's awesome and cool, but then there's also that idea of stretching your boundaries and reaching out. So I love that. E.g. extreme good. Yeah. We got a question from Johnny that I saw a couple of times. It says, there are cool stuff in the works, but we need tangible items. We need deadlines beyond just things being in process. So I hear you. I know you want that. I want that too, but there's no real value on us giving deadlines. Obviously, we have internal deadlines, and we are working as fast as we can to make things happen in the right timeline. But when it comes to our team just working full time to get things done, attaching dates to stuff externally, and then of course there's always scope creep. There's always things that get prioritized over something else that used to be prioritized, and things get moved around. we don't want to set ourselves up for failure in terms of attaching dates to things 3 months in advance, and then all of a sudden, it gets bumped 4 days later, and then we just generate FUD because people say you don't stick to your deadlines, right? Just like any project management, we work internally, and then when there is time to market them and time to tease them and times to roll out the features, we'll let you know as soon as that's ready. So I think that we have done a lot of work to create credibility and trust with the audience. So now I think it's just time. Please trust us, and we are going to work as hard as we can for you.
Are the team working full-time or do they have other jobs, projects they're working on?
Great question. So I am happy to announce that, and I don't know if you guys, you might have seen my tweet or seen my post in Discord or Telegram. I am officially, I left my other job and I'm officially only Elongate, which I'm super excited about. Brian, what about you?
Oh, I have been Elongate for maybe 3 months now. Just really trying to pump up all our tech, get working with and hiring the right people within the team to get things really rolling. So yeah, I am pure elongators, just like you guys, and we're working to make it into a reality.
Yep. I was already living and breathing this, but now I actually have the flexibility to live and breathe it, during normal working hours.
Oh, geez.
And maybe get a little sleep once in a while. So
oh geez.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the pain, but it's just like what I said, the Goku thing. It's you guys, the support, that really give us the power to really keep things rolling. And yeah. That's all I can say, I guess.
Yep. And I also say that in tandem with me officially leaving my previous role, which, was a little sad. I love my team back there, and they were really great, and I had an awesome run. But it was time. It's time for a change, and it's time to be headfirst into Elongate because I love this mission more than anything else. So I will say that as sort of the branding guy, right? It's not really a good look when the branding guy doesn't have social media. So I've been kind of radio silent on social media for a couple of years just because I haven't had time for it. But I'm kind of rolling out my own social media now because I think that's a really good way to establish a presence, and like push those arms outside of Elongate. And then, if I put out some content on my personal socials that people enjoy, and then in my banner, it's, by Elongate, that's going to be a really interesting marketing funnel as well. So I'm going to be rolling those out and doing some stuff there. So that'll be exciting. And we have a lot of other people on the team that are doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin, this is a good question. Are there any tax write-off possibilities for being part of the charity token? So that's something that we cannot answer for you, unfortunately. Every jurisdiction is different. Every tax situation is different. So we definitely encourage you to talk to your local tax professional and find out what write-off options are available for yourself. With that, Brian, any final thoughts you have? I know we want to remind people that you are hiring, and they can check out your job apps, right?
Yes. It's only just the hiring at the moment, and I know we're talking about the dates here, giving deadlines. We're setting ourselves up for failure. All I can say is that we're working our best to get things released, and we'll find a suitable time to announce the right dates for you to look after. So we will keep you guys in the loop with that, and check our project status page as well on the website. We have that. You can see like what are the stuff that we're working on. And it's very, very busy. You can see like everybody's want to finish everything up. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. So this has been a YouTube live update with Brian from the product team. Thank you so much. Just a quick recap. You can apply to our open positions on the Elongate Bamboo HR website. which I believe is at the footer of our website, isn't it? Is there a link there?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yes, it
awesome.
is.
So you can find that in the footer of our website. Got some new website updates rolling out soon, new merch rolling out soon. We're going to be at Crypto Dubai. Just finished wrapping up filming on a TV segment that's going to come out this fall. Our token tracker released. We got a bunch of new announcements that are coming out soon as we get them kind of buttoned up and we figure out timing. We're going to let you guys know on those things. And if there's any questions that you guys didn't get answered, come find us on Discord or Telegram.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. And thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.